Hey there, welcome to the Junk Drawer. My name is Enzo, and today we are talking about the Legolas Barbie doll. So Legolas is obviously from the Lord of the Rings movie, played by the lovely and dreamy Orlando Bloom. I had such a crush on Orlando Bloom for the longest time. I just thought he was so cute. And so anyway, and I'm growing my rooted male doll collection, my rooted hair male doll collection. So, I love male dolls with rooted hair, whether it's on top, on the bottom. If they made like dolls with like chest hair, that would be amazing. I don't think I've actually ever seen a doll with actual like chest hair. That would be interesting, right? Let's get on that. Let's get on that. So anyway, I went onto eBay. This doll was actually on my wish list, and I went ahead and purchased him. So he's in this inconspicuous brown wrapped box. So let me just open it up, and we'll take a closer look. All right, he is unwrapped. So here is Legolas in his box. It's a little dented, but I'm going to take him out of the box, so it doesn't really matter. But this is the front. It just says Lord of the Rings, and it's a Barbie bee collector. I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know what that means. But and then on the sides, nothing too much happening. And then on the back is a blurb about the movie. You can pause and read it if you want. And then there's barbiecollector.com. I don't know if that's an active website anymore, but that's on the bottom. And this doll came out in 2004. 2004. Let me just go ahead and open it up, and we can take a closer look at the doll. Look at all the twist ties. You can tell this is an older Barbie because it's got all the twist ties, and hopefully that means it's going to be an easier opening, but we'll see. So I'd like to take my statement back about the twist ties being easier, because they were not. It's just there were a lot of them, and it's a lot of like twisting off from the back, and then once you get the doll off, it's more twisting, and then like I think they twist tie some of the parts. There was one part of his body where it was like twist tied to his actual like doll body, and then the clothes were like over it. So I had to like pull it out and make sure that I can, So anyway, it comes with a certificate of authenticity, comes with a doll stand, nothing special about this doll stand. He comes with his bow and arrow, and he comes with these 3 arrows, which is cool. They're pretty detailed for what they are, and you get 3 of them. And here is Legolas. So this is his front and his back. So first impressions, I think he's movie accurate. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen him, but I do love the clothing on this doll is very soft. There's lots of like velvety kind of materials in his clothing, which is great. And there's definitely attention to detail, so I love that. And of course, I love that he's got this long hair. And he's very pretty. So, and I think the face looks a little like my Crystal Cave, or the Crystal Cave Ken. I could be completely wrong, but it's a blonde rooted Ken. So to me, they all look very similar. So I could be completely off base. But anyway, so let's go from top to bottom. So if we start at the top, we can obviously talk about his hair. There were a ton of dissolved rubber bands in his hair and like all over his body, so I had to kind of like wipe them off. So if you see like white residue, that's kind of what that is. Also, the other thing I noticed is that he's kind of loose. Like he's very like, there's something like his waist is very loose. I'm literally just like get up there. So I'm not sure if that's just because it's an older doll. At this point, it's 20 years old, so it might be that, or if it was just always loose. I don't know, but anyway, something I noticed. But yeah, if we talk about his hair is this very blonde hair, very movie accurate, and it's got a bunch of braids in it. These are actually tacked to the front of his shirt, and there's a ton of product in it, in the braid. And then the back is kind of a hot mess. There's a lot of tangles and stuff, and then there's a braid down the back. So I might wash this hair to make it look a little nicer. It's so weird because it looks like he's like hunched over, and I can't tell why. There's something going on with his waist that I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay, this is a different body than I'm used to. I don't know that I've seen a body like this. So we'll get to that when we get to that. All right, so then if we move down to his actual top here, like I said earlier, there's lots of like soft materials. There's like a velvety material and like a silky material. It feels very what I would think this kind of like Middle Earth material would be like. I know that sounds weird, but it's very like Ren Fair, kind of Middle Ages kind of vibe going for it. But it's cool. And there's lots of detail, so it's definitely like quality stuff. And then he's got this like belt sash thing that's holding his I forget what this is called, his quiver for his bows. And then he does have a belt, which is an actual, like, I'm pretty sure it's like a functioning belt, but it is is it a separate piece? I think it's a separate piece, but it's like this like faux leather material. And then underneath he does have this like undershirt, this like gray silky undershirt. And then his pants are these very soft, very green, like thick. They kind of feel like sweats almost. It's kind of like a sweat material. His boots are this layered, I don't know what these are called. These aren't part of his actual boots. They're like go above his boots, but it's like fabric. It's like faux leather material, like double layer of this like faux fabric. I don't know what it's called, but, and then underneath that is his actual boots. So he's wearing these very Legolas boots. They almost look like cowboy boots. They could definitely throw some spurs on there, and they could and make them brown, and they'd be cowboy boots for sure. So, yeah, this does come off apparently. So it's a separate piece. So that's interesting. So yeah, I typically would not want to undress these types of dolls because I'm always worried that I'm not gonna be able to get them redressed as they were, but I'm very curious about this body because it is so loose, and I am also curious about the articulation. So let me get him undressed and I will be right back. So I've never seen this before. So I was trying to pull his boots off. I was like, there's no slit on the back. These are actually put together in a half, in like halves. There's little clips on each side of his boots that you kind of clip off, and that's how you get his boots off. I have never seen that before. That is so interesting. All right, he's been disrobed. I just wanted to show you his pieces, his outfit pieces real quick. So this is his outer piece. They are held together with actual clasps, which is cool. Actual metal clasps that plug together. And then this is his undershirt. These little things are attached to them. And then, I don't know, I'm never going to get this back on, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But then his pants, I cannot get over how like soft they are, and they're like so nice. They're so soft and green. And then his little boot covers, whatever these are so interesting. And then his boots, his weird clear clip away boots. So here he is in the buff. Yeah, so he definitely has a unique body type. I don't know that I have a Ken with this particular body type where he's articulated like this. So I guess let's just go over to articulation. So he can move side to side, and that's about it. And then shoulder, elbow, nothing at the wrist. But then he has this waist articulation, and that's the articulation that's kind of loose. So I'm just gonna go with that's with age. I think it's like rubber bands or something in there. It's not like the way this is put together. It feels a little old school, but and then he can do this. He can do the splits. So and yeah, it's yeah, these are definitely chords. You can see the chords in there. They're like these gold chords. And then, so you can do that, and that's about it. But yeah, it's very interesting. He's got pin joints, by the way. He also has a little butt. So no underwear, just a butt. So I am very happy that I have this in my collection finally. It's been on my wish list for a second. So he's in my hands. He's gonna join his other long-haired brothers. And yeah, I don't know that I'm actually gonna keep him in this outfit, honestly, anyway. So I guess I'm not too concerned about not getting the outfit back correctly to what it used to be. So, but yeah, I'm just glad to have another one of these in my collection. So I am very happy. So thank you so very much for watching. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. And I hope you have a lovely whenever you're watching this. And I will catch you next time.